All right, it's time. People are here. Whoops, not people are here, but cat. Oh my God, I'm not zoomed in. Oh, did Twitch reset my font size? Hold on. Chat appearance. Big font, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I was having fun tracing my cat that I kind of forgot I was streaming. That's my type. My chat noise. bad time for my hand to hurt. Hello, Null. My chat noises sure shows up in these songs a lot. It's a commission. Their name on Toy House is Toxic Waste. I guess they're not a slime person. They're a toxic waste person. That was the song and not the chat noise going crazy. Yeah, it's the chat noise is the Pokemon uh text whatchamacallit text thing. It's a Pokemon chat noise in the games is what I put my chat noise as, but this music is Project Voltage, so it is Pokemon sounds and chat. So it's been in two songs so far that it's like, oh no, it's my chat message noise. I freaked out. In this world of slimes, be toxic waste. Definitely, like, there's a lot of like little these things that I'm gonna add at the end. I gotta remember to add at the end of like a goop coming down. Oh, there's a little bit over here. Smooth Aiden's fur look. Some of it's camera quality, but it's pretty smooth right now. I tried to move it to show Lacey, but I didn't do a good job last time. I was trying to, like... Oh my god, I've grabbed my reactants. Yeah, there's a mic in the way. But Lacey's also over there. There's Lacey. Whoa! Oh, Mystic. Yeah, the sleepy babies, which I disturbed just now. I do hair tentacles. I also have this one and this one to do. Of more normal looking people. Choosing Pixel Edit, I had to ask, do you know if there's a way to remove the licensing that pops up when you open it that shows your full legal name? Because I've almost screen shared that before. Uh, that I don't think that opens for me. Hold on. I don't think it normally does that. Oh, it does. It only has my first name. It only has my first name, but it does actually do that. I just now noticed that. Yeah, it says license to legal name. I guess I only put in my first name, but it only has my first name. I never noticed that. I mean, I guess it means you don't have to put it in there, but like... So it only has my first name, which I shouldn't have done that on stream, but I don't know. Maybe it's but I did like I bought it before I was conscious about that, so I'm not sure why. Yeah, my name is Nina. Miss Nina. It is my legal name. This is true. I didn't know it did that. Must be where I bought it because I bought it before normally through PayPal, which probably would have had my full name. But then I also got a license through Humble Bundle, and then I wasn't able to find the email for the one I did for PayPal, so I've been doing it through Humble Bundle, which I guess maybe only use my um my first name. I didn't realize it does that. Never paid attention to that. It's actually really important. I didn't realize. I guess I always have this open on stream, so it's not like I've been conscious of doing that anyways. Jeez. Yeah, the only way I would know is I like license it by using a different name. You'd have to rebuy it. Oh, jeez. Silence Mystic Mystery. First name is last name. Nina. No, I'm like Cher. My name is Nina. There is no first name nor last name. Last names are myth. Ace right where your whole ass file browser shows up in the names. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you have your file thing, because I mean this does have like export selected. It does show there's a B here. I wonder why there's a B after N. Anyways, um it does show that like when you're exporting and stuff. That's if it shows up. Does that thing show up? Okay, it does. But yeah, I believe on Sprite it does show like when it's like the files for the most recent used stuff, it's your file folder system. So if your computer username is different than your name you use, then file browser is in-app, not the usual Windows browser. So it just showed up on the stream if you capture just the window. I assume reaction mine doesn't do that. I think mine does. I don't have anything capturing it, so I can open it. Here, I'll show you no. Name my computer Noodle. I forget what the name of my actual computer is, but like the user is still just it was something longer before, so now it like just saves over, but still just has my name, but like I go by my legal name as a VTuber, so it's not a problem, but it's probably an issue for a lot of other people. I think the one time I streamed Aspert, I 100% doxed myself and didn't notice until halfway through and just prayed nobody actually paid attention and nuked the VOD after. Oh no. I remember on someone's stream where I was showing off old models that had my email address as my full legal name that he had to edit it out. That I didn't notice, and he's like, you doxed yourself. I'm like, oh shit. Because Vroid, when or in VC Face, when you're loading an old Vroid, it'll like show the email address that you have associated. And back then, I was using my full legal name email address for professional purposes when I thought I was gonna go by my legal name for stuff. It toggled remove full name paths, but just in case it doesn't use the name as always and all that. Grab VC, yeah, VC Face does that. Like I drew all these lines because they're gonna be like tentacle type things. And then obviously as I clean them up, I take them out to add them in later. So it's just like, why did I draw them in the first place? This one was supposed to be a sketch portrait, but I've already spent too much time cleaning it before I remembered that it was a sketch portrait. So it's gonna be cleaned up. I had to delete a YouTube video I worked hard on because the prescription bottle was visible throughout the whole video, and I didn't think you could actually read the name, but I didn't want to risk it. You think that they can't see stuff, but then you realize like someone super zooms in and then does full analysis. Like you assume nobody cares that much, but then the one time that someone does care, it could be bad. Zoom enhance. The fucking the I watched too many of those shows because my parents watched it and I would just watch whatever was on TV. Hi Lacey, Lacey's moving out. They're doing something. She probably wants to be fed. It's not time to be fed. I still got an hour and a half to go before the kitties get fed. People will try to enhance even if you went and added a sensor on top of it, they could go frame by frame hoping to see what you hid. Yeah. Oh, baby, did you leave? It's not time for y'all to be fed. Don't act like you're getting fed. And people that focus on every detail. Like, sometimes I'm not an unhinged person, but I'm not looking for. I don't do it to look for in things like that. Like, I want to see silly stuff, like things that don't matter. Look at the details of things that don't matter, not like names or addresses. But I'll find weird details and stuff. But like, I have that power, but I don't use it for that way. That's not fun. Yeah, I sent you the IP address because we're playing video games. Playing video games together, or we're gonna do TeamSpeak. Name of the book in the background. What kind of stuff are they reading? Yeah, that kind of stuff. She's like, oh, what's that? Oh, that looks interesting, type thing. But not like going to steal your identity and tell everybody what medicine you take. I just tell people what medicine I take. But obviously, you don't want to see the prescription with the actual just like address and shit. Just like another one in the back here. A lot of random stuff and people freak out by hack or I describe it later. Oh. I definitely do remember stuff where I don't think they freak out, but it's more just like, oh, you actually pay attention to that? And you're like, yeah. It's definitely stuff that people thought they were forgetting. Except like when people pay me on PayPal and it shows their full name, I just like blank it from my mind. I just like, I don't care. And people be like, you know my name. I sent you money on PayPal. I'm like, I didn't pay attention. Close my eyes and only look at the payment received and nothing else. I do like see the name and be like, who the fuck? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then after that, it's gone out of my brain. I learn names by PayPal, but I end up forgetting them eventually. Yeah, like if I'm not calling someone that name, I don't remember that. Oh, I see. Really good at remembering where people is from. You've told me where you're from, and I forgot already. Like specifically, like I know the general area you're from, but I've forgot the specific country. Someone linked me a Google Doc for something they were working on, and we both went to view it at the same time and accidentally saw their name because of the whole, yeah, he was viewing icon at the top, so it's the owner of the doc, but everyone else gets to be the anon. North Korea. Can you heal her? Wasn't right? No, you don't. I have a hole into my wall. I can tell that you don't. It's not a lie. Yeah, like it does it all the time that I'm like, okay, let me open this Google Doc. Oh, okay, Google automatically says I'm signed in here, so let me open it up in a new tab. And then it was like, no, you're still signed in this one. I'm like, no, I want to be, I don't want to view it from a different one. Why are you doxing me? Piece of shit. My YouTube account's accidentally connected to my legal name account just because all the YouTube accounts got connected together and I don't remember how. I had to log off completely to avoid that shit. I just straight up renamed my main personal email to be Miss. Just in case to do the same thing. Yeah. I think I've done that. I don't remember if I did or not. It was for a while. I was still using the VTuber stuff to do commissions and stuff. But then I realized that the default email client in Windows, I was using that. And it grabs the first name, last name from the first email address you put into it because I had it as my personal email address. But then I added, an alternate email address for my VTuber stuff. And I realized it was adding the full name to the heading, and I was like, "How do you change that?" And they're like, "It's just whatever address was first put into it, no matter which one you're sending it from. It will always grab your the legal name of the first full last name of the first one you put into it." So for a while, there were people that got it from title legal name, even though it was my VTuber account that I didn't put that legal name on there. It just copies it over. And it's like, that's not very great for like being anonymous or having a different email address for different purposes. So then I started using Thunderbird. Oh, he's back. Boy's back. I mean, it's my name and last name, so you pretty much document it at any time. Yeah, part of me is just like, well, it doesn't matter because no one really cares. But it's like someday someone might care. I believe on Twitch I have the name of my street address uh as a banned word. You can it technically is a word that exists that you could accidentally say and be like, why is that banned? It just doesn't come up often. It's never come up so far. Someday. I'm gonna go viral because of some stupid shit and then be like, get her! What? It's not time to be fed, Lacey. I didn't say I'd be someday as in like I'm popular in a good way. It could be popular in a bad way. think I have my IRL nickname banned, and it's come up once in chat by someone making a joke, and I had to play it off like, "Huh, that's weird. Did your message get deleted?" It's probably something one of my mod friends did a year ago, and they went ham and added a bunch of random shit to the blocked worlds, and I had to look at that. Sweats. Yeah, I think I only have like that and my last name. My brain was like, "Why don't you type it in chat to see if it's banned?" And I was gonna be like, "Why would you do that, idiot?" My brain's like, "Oh, what if I tested it?" It's just like, no, don't test these things on stream. See, more Pokemon chat noises, which is the chat noises. My friend did go ham. It's not that hard to lie. I think they added like small dinner as one of them because it was weird. Small dinner. I didn't question it. My plan written down to my first email. I'm going down into internet history as the guy who fought 1v1 versus the entire of two. What? Taking the .tv domain no matter what. Is the TV not name, not TV? It's country. So if that country stops existing, Twitch.tv's gotta change its name. What is gonna happen to itch.io? Is that ever gonna get resolved? Oh, I think my music stopped. You heard about that, right? Yeah, it's the country domain of Tuvalu. Small island is going to sink and maybe it disappears too. Yeah, the IO domain problem. Yeah. It's like it's what was it, Indian Ocean territories is IO. And it's just like, those don't exist anymore. And traditionally they don't actually keep old country domain codes because there was like political issues before in the past about like people stealing servers and stuff to have the domain of the country that was kept over. I'm not gonna be for a long while. It was like Yugoslavia or something that like they stole servers to run the domain as the legitimate country of something. Either way, it is an interesting thing of just like, hey, don't like uh use country code domains. But then they don't like tell you when you get the domains like, oh, by the way, this is a country code. Don't use it if you don't aren't tied to the country. I want to say there's a small island country somewhere that's on the verge of disappearing too, and it's being fully digitized now to preserve its history while it's still around, which is cool, but also dystopian. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Like, oh, you're gonna be gone soon. Like, Florida's gonna be gone. Not soon, but, eventually. Florida will be gone. I have a Portuguese domain. I had to ask Portugal for it, and they were like, yeah, just give us $15. Oh. That's just a lot of stuff. The digit shows it's Tuvalu. It's exactly what Noel was saying. I'm like, that sounds kind of like exactly what he said, that I was like gonna be sinking soon. So Twitch.tv, your days are numbered. Tuvalu's not gonna exist anymore. Oh, you as you are. So I could hand over to the former overlords of the Indian Ocean territory. Well, I mean, what about the the governments that existed in the Indian Ocean territory that are now the rightful owners of it, that now govern themselves? Should it go to the previous owners or should it go to the people who now live there? Except it's not one person that lives there, so thus it becomes a problem. .tv, that's another story, yeah. Like, I guess that's a different story if, like, it's it's between, like, who is the rightful owner of it now if you were to keep it versus this landmass does not exist anymore. Oh, the British always win. No, they don't. They've been not winning for a while. They're not having a good time. I like how I didn't realize how many Project Voltage songs use the chat noise or the text box scroll noise until I'm listening to it while on stream and I'm like, that's my chat noise right there. Like every single song uses the text box scroll noise. She's gonna be less pink. Actually, more pink? Just lighter. Probably students should right over the domain as sort of consortium. I don't know. It's a complicated issue that all of them are going to solve in different ways, which is why it may be better to just kind of go. Now this domain does not exist anymore. Instead of trying to like keep it, just like keep us the fuck out of it because we don't know how to deal with it. Or blue. Remember when Google allowed .zip domains? It didn't like, don't they still exist? But Google's like, it's not our responsibility anymore. They still do. Yeah, I think the actual domains, or at least when I last heard about it, the actual domain still exists. It's just Google said like, we're not in charge of that anymore. Instead of just being like, oh, let's undo this. Someone's cooking on a fire outside. I have my window open. Someone's using fire to cook. It smells good. It smells like wood smoke. Them cook. I am. I am letting them cook. That meme doesn't work if they're already cooking and I was not stopping them from cooking. So many suckers. Yes. In the drawing, not chat. For about 2 seconds, I'm like, why are we suckers? And I'm like, right, I'm drawing them. Thankfully, I thought for a moment before I was like, huh? Oh, I'm totally sucker for my sweet friends. Totally offended and hungry. Uh, I have to cook something for dinner. I don't have things to easily make, and I don't know if the fucking meat is still good. Probably good. Good. Just don't want to cook. We don't have easy stuff. And I already got some food today from DoorDash, so I don't think I'm allowed to get more. Unless my mom magically comes home with something. Usually she doesn't come home. If she's not on her way home now, she's not gonna come home till like 7. So I should check a Sucker for Love too. Alright, now for the juicy juices. Could make the eyelashes even bigger from this reference. goopy. Oops. I was actually releasing the end. Nice. Goopy. Be goopy. Hi, baby boy. You looking at me? I forgot to put the V hand up there so I could point out the cat. Look at the cute. Look at the baby. Look at him. This is his little butt right here, and here's his little feetsies. Then I can put this on a new layer and he'd stretch. It's kitty. But I don't want it all the way over it, so we're gonna get rid of it for now. Hi, baby boy. Gordo? Baby Gordo? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah. Yeah. Ads are in 5 minutes. Are you going away? No. No, baby boy. Oh.
Health check.
Good idea. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I have to pee and stand up, so I will be back in just a moment. Let me BRB, and then I'm gonna make the ads go. I only have 1 minute ad break? 3 minute ad break. Alright, I'll be back. Maybe. I press the button. Did the button go? Add. Okay, there we go. I fed the babies while I was out. Uh, cause what you call it? They were crying. Well, it's more they were situated correctly, where I have to lock Aiden out of the room or into my room, lock him into the room, and Lacey was out and he was in there, so I was like, let me go feed them. It's close enough to time. So they got fed. Lacey got to sit there for a little bit. And I let him out, so hopefully she can finish it before he tries to take her stuff. He steals her food. Like a bad boy. Young cats are always so hungry. Yeah, maybe that'll slow down when he's older. Because Lacey did the same thing, and she would gorge herself sick on dry food to the point that she just throws up all the time now. So like, hopefully, if I can get him to where he doesn't like throw up or anything, he'll calm down later. We have Lacey who just you have to be careful about how we feed her because she just barfs it up. He acts like we haven't fed him, and then he has to like compete for it. And just like, bud, you've been in a food secured environment. Like, I'm assuming the shelter didn't like not feed you, and then after that, you were only 2 months old when you came to us. So like, we've always given you food. You're okay. Says always goes to hunt even after second meal of the day. Well, yeah, cats hunt because that's just part of their nature. They do it for fun and sport. They're always gonna hunt if they have the opportunity, which is why I keep them ours indoor. Yeah, but he hunts for food most of the time, where the other two just sleep most of the day. I mean, it depends on just the type of cat, if they're a good mouser or not. Some cats uh just like to hunt more than other ones do. Like fucking Aiden this morning, there was a moth in the house, so he like jumped on the island and then tried to jump up the sink, and I'm like, oh my god, calm your fucking tits, boy. Just wait till it gets down to the ground. Like everything I'd ever done just was rewritten of just like, I have to get that now. It's just like, oh my god, stop. I think when he was there was like we had moth and flies before, but it was like too little to jump up on stuff, and now it's just like I'm gonna knock everything off the counter. Oh my god, there's a moth. And it's just like, oh god. I'm gonna look forward to having flies in the summer. Why is this I guess because they're technically this one's closer, but it shouldn't matter that much. It usually goes against the lizards in the house, which is downside because lizards keep mosquitoes controlled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but lizards are just like, oh, they move. A nap now. All right, have a good nap. Is this a different version? Bachi Bachi remix. Okay. I was like, there's a lot more bass in this. Oh yeah. Okay. It's different. Only worked for an hour and 15 minutes. I shouldn't have to have a break. But my brain's just like, okay, do something else for a while. I'm just like, what? Come on, please. Work longer. Ah. Sure, everything will be nicer once I make the eyes and face. I'll like it more. I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it at all right now. I don't dislike it at all. I just don't feel excited about it. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I don't know. I don't know. think I'm done for now. I think I am done for now. It's so short, but I gotta get used to streaming it all and working for longer periods of time. But, you know, we did one thing. Cleaned up a second one. So I will see you guys later. Bye bye.